actually just in time for us to talk all things music with DJ ToneyStone. He is a DJ from Atlanta with roots in New York City in the States, and he's known for mixing different genres, as mentioned earlier, hip-hop, house, R&B, pop, as well as Afro beats. And this is him now creating a very unique sound. 20 years of experience is what he has, and he has really built a strong reputation for being able to read the crowd and keep the energy just perfect for whoever he is playing for. As a member of the Fleet DJs, he's also a part of the a global DJ community while staying active in Atlanta and its music scene, as it were. So it is wonderful to have him join us on the line. Hi, DJ ToneyStone. Welcome to Channel Africa, but also welcome to Africa, or the motherland, as you guys call it.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, welcome to the motherland. Talk to us about your introduction to the continent. Is it your first time here? Have you been here before?
Yes, it is my first time. Basically, I think every Black American needs to visit Africa. It's our roots. We need to be here.
You need to be here, sir. Okay, talk to us about how you found out about South Africa in particular, and anything you'd like to note around, just the experience that you wanted to curate musically coming here.
Well, basically, I got more focused into deep house. I'm a piano and strictly house music by itself, and I see that house music is very big here in South Africa. So I wanted to visit so much because I really wanted to check it out on my own rather than, looking at videos and hearing other DJs. And also my goal is to DJ here in South Africa. So that was my focus.
Right. Listen, I'll tell you what, during the early 2000s and even towards the tail end of the 90s, South Africa was actually known as the capital of house music. We were huge house music lovers and still are. So we're going to talk about, how you're going to navigate that. And I'm sure you're not going to run out of ideas. But talk to us about growing up between NY and Atlanta and how that influenced your music styles.
Well, I started listening to house music from the very beginning in the 80s. Being born, raised in New York, I was influenced. So I've been a house head for all these years. But as far as at the gigs that I used to DJ at, I wasn't really spinning house. I was always just making mixes. But then basically when I left New York, I went to Florida before I went to Atlanta. And when I moved to Florida, that's when I decided to really, try to focus on spinning house music. But in Florida, house music wasn't really big. And then I had some members and family members in Atlanta, and they said, Tony, you need to be here in Atlanta. So when I got to Atlanta, that's when I saw that the house music scene was big, and it just took it from there. But like I said, the past, I would say 2 years ago, that's when I really started getting into deep house SA. And I was just so influenced by that. So that's the reason why I'm here.
That is beautiful. A lot of people also note your talent for being able to read a crowd. And I mentioned that because it's one of the most understated talents for a DJ. Just being able to obviously, articulate yourself musically, know your timing, know your music, but being able to read a crowd, that is next level. So how do you do that? How do you get into a room and say, okay, this is a house music crowd, and I can tell that they're in their 30s, or, what this is the sound they want to hear. How are you able to do that with such confidence?
Well, a professional DJ, basically, we look at the people. That's what we have to do first. And when we play certain songs, that gives us an idea what to play next. If we play a particular song and the people don't really get into it, then you know where to go. If you play a song and people get into it, then you stay on that mode, that mood, those type of house songs. So that's what I do. And it's not just house music. I do that with all genres. When I'm playing hip hop, R&B, old school dancehall, reggae, Afro beats. I constantly look at the crowd and what I'm playing. And if they don't really get into a certain song, then I change it up. So you always have to read the crowd.
All the time, all the time. Okay, 23 minutes into 2 p.m. in Central African time, on the line with DJ ToneyStone. He's visiting the continent for the very first time, and he's representing beautiful musical roots from Atlanta and New York City in the States. I mentioned your participation with the Fleet DJs. Let's talk about that journey.
Well, first and foremost, the Worldwide Fleet DJs, we are the #1 DJ coalition in the world. I joined them in 2012. I was influenced by a model. She was a fleet model. And when she told me about the organization, I wanted to be part of a DJ coalition, but it had to be a coalition that mattered. I mean, there were several coalitions in Atlanta, but I was always stalling because I wanted to join the right one. And I did my research, and Fleet DJs, we're the #1. We have members throughout the whole world. We have members here in Africa.
Okay, that's wonderful. Talk about some of the members from the continent, if you know any.
Yeah, well, I haven't physically met them. There's one in Kenya. There was one in South Africa, but I never met him. And I think there's one right now that just joined. In which country is it? I believe is I think it's Tanzania. I think.
Right.
Or Tanzania. Let me pronounce it correctly.
Tanzania. I love it.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about what you are doing here, because obviously this is a very exciting inaugural trip to the motherland. So, are you on tour? Are you here to sow your collaborative roots, as it were, on the continent, or are you here just specifically to for leisure, as it were?
All of the above. So, but basically, I'm the main reason why I'm here is because I really got someone to book me to get some gigs, and shout out to Stella Piri. Mata Piri.
Mata Piri. That's our girl, by the way. That is our girl. Yeah.
Yes, I know that.
That's our girl. Okay, that's wonderful. Listen, we've got such a vibrant space of events and of a clubbing culture, which I believe is evolving as we speak. But there are a lot of really vibrant spaces that you can participate in, and I'm sure Mada would be able to tell you more about that. But let's talk.
He has already.
Yes, absolutely. 20 years in the game. I mean, that is, anything over 15 years for me means that you have earned your stripes. Do you have any advice for any other DJs that would like to come into the business? What advice do you have for them so that they don't lose the authenticity of this craft?
The biggest advice is to really, really learn music and learn all types of genres of music.
Right.
Study music. Even, really enjoy music, even if you don't like the song. Because as a DJ, we play songs that we don't like, but we have to play it because it's a hit. So my advice is to really, really study music before really getting into saying yourself, oh, I want to become a DJ. Learn music first.
Okay. Very, very important. Study the music, even the music you don't like, because it essentially is part of your work and very, very essential to that. Okay, so let's talk crowds, right? We spoke a little bit about, you being able to read the crowd and why that's so essential to a DJ's career. But have you experienced any different types of audiences? What's your favorite audience to play for?
Now, house music.
Why?
Because house music is not just music; it's a feeling. It's spiritual. It moves your soul. So that's my favorite. genre to play right now is house music,
Okay.
preferably deep house.
Yeah, house music is always a good place to start. And the spiritual element of it, absolutely, absolutely. You're going to win Africa's heart with that thinking. I can tell you that for free. What can your fans expect, as you are here, should you find yourself behind the decks, what can people expect? And also any new projects that you are happy and free to announce at this time?
Well, the thing I want to do, I want to sound different than the DJs here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be similar to them. I mean, I commend them. I truly respect them. I mean, I idolize them. That's why I'm here. But when I'm spinning here, I want to sound different than them. I want people to notice that it's DJ ToneyStone from USA.
Right. Man, we look forward to being introduced to who you are, and hopefully this won't be the first and the last time that you visit the motherland.
Of
Thank you,
course not.
Tony
Of course
Stone.
not.
It was
You're
so good
very
to
welcome.
meet
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you very much.
It's a pleasure.
Yeah. Oh, before you go, where can we follow you? Just before you go, social media platforms?
Of course. My social media is easy. At DJ ToneyStone. I spell Tony Toney, not the regular way.
Okay. Very simple. Okay. Follow him on all the platforms and
Follow
just
me, please, and you can see where I'm spinning at.
yes, 100%. And also, all his booking details should be on the social media platforms as well, should you wish to connect with him. It is 2:30.
Sports on Channel Africa. The African perspective.
And it's a very good afternoon from the sports desk. I am Mosibu Di Makura with the latest sports news at the Sawa. So South Africa